Hey, Racer here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Phill-osophy Arc. Today I'm going to cover a very special subject, something that I love and am very passionate about. Today I'm going to talk about the master and the dog concept. So here's the master and here's the dog. The master calls the shots and the dog goes, ruff, ruff, yes, master. And the dog does its job, does some tricks, works hard, rounds up the sheep and everything, and jumps on top of the ute or the back of the ute, whatever. Anyway, it's all about training the dog. When the dog is good, the dog gets a schmacko, which at this time of year would be a glass of mulled wine down at the pub after work. Just one. You don't want to spoil your dog, because dogs can get out of hand, and when you've got a bad dog, you're going to have a bad life. Now, the trick to training your inner dog, you don't have to give it a name or anything. You just get your dog and you go, hey, come on boy, today we're going to get up at 6 a.m. because you've been laying in bed for an hour, you're not falling asleep. Get up, bathroom break, start the day with a shower. Get in there, boy, and just get into it. And then sit down and do some filming. So, the trick to training your dog is to have systems and discipline and reward and penalty for failures. Penalty for failures would look like every time I wanted to have a cigarette in the past, bad dog. And so you got to have discipline, because without discipline and structure, like, our inner dog is just going to run out of control. It's going to crap all over the house and not wipe its feet on the doormat or wash its hands before cooking food for our loved ones. And if we have no discipline for our dog, we're just going to have a lot of problems in ourselves. The master is just going to be like, oh man, that dog is goddamn useless. Can't do anything. Doesn't listen to me, doesn't sit on command, doesn't shake and give you the paw. Ruff, ruff. But when your dog is good, you've got to give your dog a good reward. So, like, have something that's like healthy but also really delicious and enjoyable, and then you got to reward your dog at the end of each day. So sticking to your rules and your systems is what you need to be doing. We all need to be doing this. I do this. I've been training my dog for the last 6 years now. He's been a very good boy recently. And so we've got to have really ironclad rules, future goals, things we want to achieve, so that our dog can't get out of line and run amok in the house or society or the neighborhood or the family, and you know what I mean. Tricks to doing that is to have like goals. Have a list, double-sided if you have to. If you're gonna run out of page, grab some more. There's a huge stack over here, of course, and you can buy these cards of paper lined. You can buy them at any post office for like $2.50. Just have a stack next to your bed, on your desk, with a pen in front of it. No excuses. You come up with a good plan, you're like, all right, I want to go to the gym. How am I going to go to the gym? I don't like doing things the first time. It sucks. I feel like a loser. Don't know what the hell I'm doing. So to train my dog to go to the gym the other day, last night in fact, and yes, my legs are burning from leg day. Goddamn. But anyway, to get your dog in shape, my plan had been and is go out with a friend who's already going to the gym and just go through their routine. Try and do them pound for pound. You can change the weights, but don't change the reps or the system, all right? So one of the tricks is to already have your bag packed. So I had my bag packed with my lifting belt, my boxing gloves, my towel, my water bottle, and I had my clothing that I was going to wear for that laid out right next to there. And then I just went in my work boots because like they could just zip off, zip on, ready to go. So I got there. We got straight into the exercises, started with a bit of light stretching bands, a bit of workout on the little pedaling bicycle with a fan in the wheel thing. And then we got into the activities, and they were bloody backbreaking. My legs are destroyed, but I felt fantastic afterwards, and my dog was tuckered out from chasing the ball and all that. And I got home feeling awesome. On the way home, of course, I did drive past the Thirsty Camel bottle shop, and I was like, you know, I could. And I was like, bad dog. And I kept driving. And then later on at 10:30, I'm like, they're closed now. I have won. I have won out on my vices and said no. So after this, I'm going to go downstairs in the calendar and put a little blue A with a blue pen for I didn't drink alcohol last night, which is a fantastic thing because if you want to lose weight, cutting out your vices of like overeating, over drinking, for me it was the alcohol that wasn't doing me any good. So I cut that out and I've been losing weight and it's fantastic. And dopamine detox your dog too, because I did that and I'm on the 3 weeks now, 3 weeks and a half. And so 3 weeks and a half, right? And I feel like $1 million. They say like Temu shopping like a billionaire. I'm living like a billionaire without just dopamine all over my life, ruining my system, short-circuiting my reward and hard work center. So I've, in the process, first 3 weeks and a bit of retraining my dog on the dopamine detox. It's been good. There's been times when people are like, hey, you want to have a beer or a cigarette or whatever? And I just like, nope, thank you, but no. And he's going to say, hey, boy, sit. You're not going over there, sit. And that's how you got to do it. That's how I got to do it, because we've got to have discipline or we're not going to get to be and live and exist as our future best selves. Our ultimate heroes that we look up to today are the people we're going to be living and being tomorrow. This is Racer. I love you all and I love myself. Catch you later. Hey, future Racer here. If you're finding the Phill-osophy Arc series inspirational, educational, entertaining, humorous, or it's giving you a little smile, think about liking and subscribing. If you have a family member, loved one, or friend who you think could equally benefit from this series, think about sharing it with them. And if you find this series stupid or lame, please go down to the comments and tell me why. Because without your help, I can't grow as a human being.